YouTube's always been a mysterious place. It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Okay, so this is Penguinz0 with one earpiece. You know, so he looks super edgy, doesn't want to look dorky with the headphones on. Not that the beard and hair does that already. At the end of this video, I'm going to say something inspirational. I'll write it down. I told myself to say something inspirational, so I'll do it.
Ah yes, brilliant commentary, Onision. Open with an attack on physical appearance within the first 20 seconds. Personally, I don't know what's funnier. The idea that you think people could possibly be inspired by you, or this video as a whole. I'm having trouble deciding, but that's what you guys are here for. How about one earbud is comfy? How about one earbud is just how a person chooses to wear the earbuds? I fail to see how this is a valid criticism, but go off, I guess.
人間って勘違いしてるよね Black, white, green or blue
Penguinz.
Hey you guys, I'm Penguinz, and I just wanted to say, I talk through my nose and always sound like I'm on something.
But this is your god. This is the...
Now, are we gonna use drugs as a defamatory insult right now? Okay, I see how it is. We want to mock other people's voices, okay. Let me try yours.
Hi guys, I'm Onision. I'm desperately clinging to the few threads of internet relevance that I have. But don't worry, I'm gonna say something inspirational about society.
Give me a fucking break.
person you've chosen to be successful on YouTube. This guy right here, Kmart Jesus. Okay, let's see what's in him.
Ah, yes, so again, we want to attack physical appearance, huh? Okay, two can play at that game. You look like the damn alien from Men in Black. You look like a Five Below more distressed version of Judas Iscariot. You call yourself inspirational when the only thing you inspire people to do is pick up the phone and call 911 when they see you.
There's actual adult content in it. Probably makes sense if you're playing an adult game. Maybe you accidentally put a slip in there somewhere. I'm dead. Gimme.
And today I was lucky enough to actually talk to the head of the entire department. I am happy to say he's a human being. At least as far as I could tell. He didn't have any like Android malfunctions or glitches going on where he just starts spewing out like binary code or anything. Like he seemed like a normal, nice guy, actually.
Wow. Looks like they converted him into a pro YouTube love boy. Congratulations, your leader has fallen.
Guys, I talk to YouTube and they're actually really cool people. I really like YouTube. YouTube's great.
Yeah, I don't think it's some secret psi operation to convert Charlie into a pro YouTube whatever. How about a person can actually have a genuinely good experience once in a while with this robot psycho fucking mess that is YouTube? How about sometimes there's good parts that shine through the bullshit? And your whole point about YouTube paying him, making him nice, I guarantee you, if YouTube ever rubbed your back the right way, sucked your toes a little bit, fucking twiddled that 2-inch dick between your legs, you'd start being their little songbird too, because I know you need the money. Do you honestly think that I honestly think that you're attacking Charlie over some high moral ground? Do you really think that I view you like a hero? No. I view you as a sloppy critic, if even that, and a disparageable, disgusting human being that's not even worth the gum on the bottom of my combat boots.
I wanted YouTube to make a big hoopla on Twitter. Why is that the only avenue creators can take to get answers from the platform?
Bro, creators can't get answers from YouTube on the platform. You can get answers because you can talk to the camera for 17 minutes, barely putting any effort into your video, and get 1.4 million views. If you have 6.96 million subscribers, yeah, that helps get YouTube's attention. Talk about that white t-shirt privilege.
I'm sorry, white t-shirt privilege? Talking like you aren't a white man yourself? I mean, alright, boy, the last time I saw shots that cheap was happy hour in a fucking dollar store. And yeah, big surprise, the bigger the audience, the easier it is to garner attention around a topic. But maybe, and just think about this for a minute, Onision, maybe that amount of people are attracted to and watch Charlie because he says interesting things, and maybe you don't need a lot of flash and glamour and production value to necessarily do that. Just a thought.
Recognize that as a disaster too. He wasn't sugarcoating anything. He was able to recognize shortcomings, admit to mistakes, and offer solutions and ask for, feedback. What we thought on some of the things that they need to work on.
Guys, did I mention how much I'm now the puppet of YouTube? YouTube now controls my mind. I make hundreds of thousands of dollars off YouTube, and so I'm trying to basically be the guy that tells you it's all okay, so you stop being mad at YouTube. I may as well have a YouTube logo on my white t-shirt.
No, but in all seriousness, this is freaking hilarious. It's so hilarious to see this dude totally sell out and become the defender of YouTube. So all the mindless subscribers
I'll be like, yeah, YouTube's not so bad. He tells me what to think.
Here's the translation. YouTube knows that there's problems, but they don't fix them because they don't care enough, because you guys don't get enough views with your riding the edge controversial content. That's it. And Penguinz is the new Shane Dawson. They're no doubt gonna start protecting him like they protected Shane. Like, I used to make videos on Shane Dawson, and YouTube called me on the phone and they said, hey, can you take down all your videos about Shane Dawson? YouTube literally protected Shane Dawson. They reached out to me directly protecting Shane Dawson. You cannot criticize their poster boys. And Nasal Voice over here is becoming the new YouTube poster boy. Congratulations.
Alright, listen. Charlie has frequently in the past talked about negative experiences that he's had with YouTube, and one little conference does not make him the puppet of YouTube. Yeah, YouTube has a tendency to protect certain people, and that's fucked up. But I'm surprised YouTube even managed to get across to you, or even managed to talk with you, because the only person that you seem to want to exchange words with is the you in your head. You want to talk about talking for 17 minutes? You cocked up this whole 13-minute diatribe, this slam piece with fucking 2011 memes and Cuphead footage, and thought you made a fucking 5 Michelin star meal. This video is scraps. It's cobbled together, your points are flimsy, and I just can't wait to see what else you've got for the rest of it. I'm only 3 minutes in and my lunch wants to leave my body.
They're not oblivious to them. They're just working on the best ways of combating it, given this.
Why are you sucking up to YouTube? They've had these problems for years. You're just sitting here going,
Guys, it's okay because they make it good with me, so it must be good with all of you.
And explain what's going on and why. They sit down and take my feedback. And it's something you just don't really see from someone in her position of power. Talking to someone like Matt Pat on stage in person, even just taking this random video call with me just to get feedback and go over things like that is something that is really rare.
Oh, wow. It's almost like a free advertisement for her PR.
does this guy not know that every single video he makes gets over 1 million views? So if she sucks up to a really popular YouTuber, guess what happens? She gets someone campaigning for her. CEOs don't like bad PR.
Guys, YouTube said a lot of nice things to me because I make them millions of dollars. So, like, why do you guys not like them? I'm a millionaire and you're not. And they petitioned me and not you. So that's why you should agree with me. And that's why you should love YouTube like I do now, because I'm rich off them. Yay.
Guy doesn't even hear himself. This guy wonders why he would ever get a strike on YouTube, and he has multiple adult toys in his thumbnails on his channel. Like, literally, dude, kids can come across that. Like, what are you talking about? I thought YouTube wanted to be on the right side of history, yet you have literal male parts in the thumbnails of your videos, and you're like, ooh-wee, poor me. Don't put giant, fully exposed male parts in the thumbnails of your videos and then complain because YouTube isn't an adult website. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think Charlie's on some tirade to expose children to male parts, as you so eloquently put it with your cult-level education. Laughs in Seseska. Listen, I don't think Charlie's trying to make a blanket claim of YouTube good now, you should love them. But I think what the whole video as a whole was about was him being able to approach YouTube thanks to the size of his platform and attempt to affect some kind of change. Being able to talk to fucking Susan, fucking CEO, big sister, big brother, big whatever the fuck Susan, that's even a stride in and of itself. Onision, you can't talk to another person without being right. You're starting to see the disconnect here?
Around like Voldemort's name in hushed whispers, and it's usually followed by vomiting and fear. The DMCA has been this iron fist.
Oh god, this guy's so full of it. I can't. This is so frustrating to watch. The DMCA protects people's assets, their digital assets. If someone makes a song, you literally can't use more than like maybe 10 seconds of their content. Otherwise, you could get DMCA. Like, I'll show you. Look how far I was. When you search for Onision right here,
You want to talk about a guy being full of himself? God, that's the pot calling the kettle black. Then you're gonna go on this little tirade about DMCA and how it's so good, when DMCA is so irresponsibly thrown around as some blanket tool to strike down and lash out against creators who are not really violating it. I'm saying that it's good for artists to have their copyright protected, but DMCA is often used to strike down fair use instances, and that's fucked up.
songs. Wow, really so successful. Jesus. But you got some songs. Click on I'm a Banana Remix. Now you're bound to see something like this, right? This video is no longer available, copyright claim, or in the case of a lot of people, they just monetize your video, so you don't get a strike. The ads that run on it partially contribute or fully contribute to them. Because of course you stole their content, you didn't get a license to use their content. Like, what you ridiculous people don't understand is that copyright is really powerful. Really, really powerful. Like, you can get sued just for using tattoos. Like WWE, they're a commercial product, they make money off of it, and when you have people's art or whatever in those videos, and on that show, the artists want to cut because it's their art, and you know, in their opinion, they deserve to profit. Booker T.
Yeah, these condescending text boxes that you throw in to accentuate whatever point that you're dribbling on about for 2 minutes really, really work. You want to know how to convey a point to an audience? You talk to them on an even level. You're not above or beneath them. We're all people. Alright? We're human beings, we have different schools of thought. You want to whip up this supposedly high production commentary video when you don't know the first thing about commentary. You want to call Charlie on all these supposedly twisted actions and things like that when you have one of the most twisted pasts I've ever seen. And on the chance that you see this, I know you'll see this, Greg. Feels like you watch every damn video about you. I know you didn't verbatim say twisted, but it's about connotation. It's about subtext. It's about inference. Reading between the lines. Instead of painting in sloppy, broad strokes, put the paintbrushes down, take a seat, get humbled. Your insults of someone's voice are 3rd grade level. You are violently jealous of someone else's relevancy. If you wanted to make this comeback so bad or deliver a reality check, you could have done it whenever any of his other videos on you came up. You are the last person that should be calling people edgy. You are a sad man, and Charlie's off-the-cuff commentary, hell, even mine, is better writing than all 3 of your self-insert books, those perverted fan fictions of your life that you sold to people. By the way, Kappa Kaiju did some wonderful reviews of those. I definitely suggest you check those out.
Looks just like me, he's acting like me, I want to sue. Apparently you can copyright your literal personality. So if someone out there is, I guess, acting like Onision, I guess Onision can just go, you're acting like me. That's my persona. If you're replacing me, I can't profit off it, and therefore that's my copyright. And yes, that is how far copyright can go.
Oh, don't worry, Greg. Don't worry, baby. There is no one on this godforsaken earth that wants to be you or imitate you for a single second. Maybe under duress of gunpoint, but even then, I might choose a bullet over being you for a single breath. There is not a fiber of my being that wants to be anything like you.
Mr. Hippie Jesus over here talking about, oh, DMCA's not fair. Well, you're talking about music.
Is extremely out of touch and overbearing, just absolutely disgusting in its current form. In a nutshell, the DMCA comes from the corrupted music industry.
Yep, okay, so he's mad because he can't run ads on a video where he's live streaming other people's music without giving them any revenue whatsoever. Hello, darkness. Oh, so this
Hippie Jesus. Alright, so you can play at that game, Greg, so listen up. You look like Mads Mikkelsen went through hard times and a wood chipper all at once. And I can't tell what started leaving first, your sense of self-awareness or your hairline. You want to talk about being a rebellious, ignorant teen when your whole video sounds like something a 6th grader writes during their edge phase in the back of history class.
says here he's worth $4.2 million. Okay, so this guy's a multi-millionaire, right? And of course he can relate with you, right? Well, guess what? I'm not a multi-millionaire, so technically I'm more in touch than him because I'm not a millionaire. So this dude with all his millions of dollars is mad because in many cases, struggling artists want to be able to license the property that they create and profit from it. But because he just sits there and plays video games all day, suddenly, oh, it's not fair anymore. I want to be able to play video games and steal your music and redistribute it for free. I want to literally pirate your music.
Really? Do you think there is anyone on this planet who thinks that you're relatable? Who thinks that you're in touch with the world around you? Oh, wait, that's the joke, right? Right? I hope that is, because that's the only way that you would have been funny in this whole video. How about he's not upset because he wants to pirate things? How about he's upset about the DMCA hammer and the YouTube strike hammer being swung willy-nilly with a blindfold? How about he wants more organization in the platform that he's on?
once you download it, and he's distributing the recordings of the music, all right? So he's sending it out to his audience. This is the recording of his music. So he's taking other people's hard-earned creations. Music it can be very difficult for a lot of people. That's why there's so many one-hit wonders. They can only do it once in many cases. He's taking that and he's, without a license, distributing that music for free. And then he in turn gets paid maybe more millions of dollars on top of the millions he's already earned. And he's mad because these oftentimes,
Stop it, I'm dead. Leave my body parts alone. You got a shield? That's messed up.
he's mad because oftentimes these people who are making less money a year want their cut for the profits he's making off their music. This guy, oh my God, he has spent so long not being challenged because of his popularity, because everyone's so afraid to challenge him. Boom. But here he is acting like nobody deserves to make money except for him. And
Hey Greg, do me a favor, take that one-hit wonder statement and say it to a mirror. How about it's not that he's gone unchallenged because of his popularity? How about it's because he's genuinely one of the most unproblematic YouTubers on the whole platform? Unlike somebody we know. Yeah, you don't get 3-hour-plus long videos for nothing, Greg. Also, you're acting like he doesn't have a whole-ass band that he releases music from. Like, come on, guy. I think Charlie knows a thing or two about music and copyright law. Charlie's got more than enough brain cells for that. You have barely enough brain cells in this whole video combined to pour milk into a cereal bowl.
so this guy's responding to Penguinz. He's got a lot of dislikes, 5,000 to be exact, because if you question their Lord and Master Hippie Jesus, you're in trouble.
Oh my God, this is not helping.
Because I don't want to show more than necessary, because I understand not everyone has a war-hardened stomach like I do that can hold on to vomit when they see abysmal content like this.
All right, so this is Penguinz again going around bullying channels that are smaller than his, and of course YouTube protects him because it's not bullying unless you're not making YouTube money, and then it's bullying.
110%. I used to think I was so much more better than everyone else because I had YouTube subscribers.
And this dude, because Penguinz is so gigantic on YouTube, I guess he's just rolling over and showing Penguinz his belly, and yet he still achieved massive dislikes.
Despise it. I don't like the person I was 2 years ago. I really, really don't.
Come on, man. Give me a C, give me a U, give me a C, give me a K. Stop being that way, dude.
Oh, yeah, you want to talk about cuck? You made a whole goddamn cuck fantasy, Onision.
I'm coming for you.
Come to me.
Almost there.
Wait, what?
That's right, baby. Your lips taste like cherry.
Oh my god, no.
This feels so right without whiskers. No more sandpaper except down there.
Projecting much? How about also this kid maybe actually had a realization, you know? How about everyone clowns on everyone on this goddamn website? It's what half of the commentary sphere is built on. I'm not saying it's right, but don't act like you're ignorant to it, and don't act like you haven't cashed out on people's suffering as well. Hey, Greg, can you hear this name from the goddamn nosebleeds that you've sat on in your high horse? Eugenia Cooney! Yeah, that's what I thought. You were so concerned about her, right? Enough that you had to make video after video after video checking up on her. You became her little fucking watchdog, her bodyguard, out of some other moral high ground that you were trying to take. And then racked up your pretty hundreds of thousands in ad revenue. So, how about by your logic, that's some bullying. Wasn't going after her, but it sure was putting her on blast.
Here's a letter from one of you guys. I think her name's Jessica. I haven't opened that fan mail in 2 years.
What a cool guy. He couldn't even be bothered to read who the fan mail was from. He's at it for...
Dude, your voice makes me so tired.
Fair play on the video. I think that video has like 8 million views or something crazy like that. And honestly, all them points at the time were 110% valid.
Oh my god, this guy is so submitting to Penguinz. Why are you submitting to Penguinz? This bloke on YouTube decided to attack me and humiliate me, and you know, he's bigger than me, so I think I'll just bend over and welcome him on in me because I have no spine, okay?
Just keep on going and trying to grow myself as a person and as a content creator.
Oh my god.
You want to talk about bending over for the internet, Onision? What you doing on that Patreon, huh? How about that OnlyFans? Here's a fun story. Again, how about people can grow from criticism? It's not that hard. Except for you, it's damn near impossible. Because you shut yourself in the echo chamber of your own head and your own opinions and bounce your own thoughts off this huge cavernous wall it must be. It must be a goddamn sanctum that you live in, because nothing on this earth can penetrate that thick head of yours. The only penetrating that head of yours knows is when it's up your own ass. You want to talk about voices being frustrating? Oh, okay, I've got more. Your voice is the equivalent of nails on a chalkboard being played at Red Rocks Amphitheater. Your voice has so much edge, I'm pretty sure butchers use it to make chops. Your voice genuinely makes me wish I didn't have ears.
So naturally, I'm gonna get, you know, a wave of mad people at me, but y'all should know, you started it. But unlike spineless folk, I'm not interested in just rolling over because your smell is so bad from not washing yourself, as hippies do. Bye. This is his intro talking about me.
There's plenty of sad, pathetic losers on the internet, but above them all stands one YouTuber named Onision.
Oh my god, I don't even have to look like you. That's a win itself.
You want to know an even bigger win, Greg? I don't have to be you. You want to talk about unwashed? Cause your soul is damn filthy from everything you done. If you want to tell someone to clean their act up, how about you practice what you preach? Cause you sure taken the role of a damn preacher up on that pulpit.
Does work because his channels have gone from 100,000 views a month across all three to now up to 3 million views a month.
That's literally not true. Wow, he just peddled a literal lie. 100,000 views across all three channels. That's literally incorrect. But who needs facts when you look like Ghetto Jesus? I just love that like bullying and hate videos are acceptable. That's one of the greatest ironies on YouTube. And the YouTube CEO literally talked to this guy knowing he goes around bullying smaller channels all the time. And they're like, yeah, you're good people. Let's talk to you. You're fine because society is accepting of you, right? You're in the cool kids club. That means you can do no wrong. You guys are all hypocrites. Anyway, inspirational quote about haters.
Yeah, show me all the other instances where Charlie walks around bullying smaller channels, right? And ignore all the other instances of him giving away literal thousands of dollars to small streamers. How about paying for other people's pet surgeries at his girlfriend's work? How about the dozens of other charitable ventures that this man started? He originally gave away all of his ad revenue to charities before he found out that they were twisted and fucked up. You want to talk about bullying being accepted when this is literally what you're doing here under the guise of a reality check? Yeah, dress it up however you want, Onision. A vampire still burn in the sun, and your shit still stink like everybody else.
No matter how good you are, someone is always going to be against you. I guess that's true. A hated man is the result of his hater pride rather than his hater's conscience. I don't even know what that means.
The self-awareness. Let me break that down for you then, Greg. I got you. The hated man is the result of his hater's pride rather than his hater's conscience. Hate results from pride, which you seem to be full of and overflowing here, over a hater's conscience, over humility. I also like how you skip over don't hate what you can't imitate, but hey, that's just a theory.
People who hate you because of mere jealousy over your success hurt themselves in disguise. This is because you carry an image of what they wish they had become. Yeah, Penguinz totally wants to be me, dude. I don't have the time, energy, or interest in hating the haters. I'm too busy loving the lovers. That's cute, Steve. Meanwhile, there's this thing called truth to power. Penguinz0 is a powerful YouTuber who decided it was appropriate to bully a channel much smaller than his, social repose. He decided to go after this guy, whoever this guy is.
And in this video, I discussed a man named In Productions who...
Okay, cool. So a channel that's much smaller than yours. Make sure if you're going to bully people, this is the strategy of all the big YouTubers. Make sure if you bully people that you always do it against people who have no chance against you, because that's what brave people do. Winning.
He is the Derek Zoolander of YouTubers. He only has one look, one piece of content that he has been milked for 3 years.
Can I just say, why do people like this guy? He literally only goes after smaller YouTube channels, and then he just bullies the heck out of them. How is that your hero? A pretty perfect analogy of this is a grown man picking on a bunch of little toddlers. Like, that's how big his channel is. And you guys are celebrating that? These people can't fight back.
And you think anyone's celebrating your video with Facebook tier memes that try and prove a point? How about everyone on the internet, or everyone who puts anything of themselves on the internet opens themselves up to criticism, Greg? And that includes yourself, you better know that. But you wouldn't, based on how often you seem to strike down videos that criticize you. Oh, but you definitely take the moral high ground on DMCA? Yeah, alright, Chief, whatever. Well, hey, at least you admit no one wants to be you. You wanna know why people like him? Because he didn't manipulate multiple women. For a start. I could go on, but you make it too easy, Greg. Dunking on you is like opening a bag of chips. Simple and always satisfying.
It's remarkable. He is still using the exact same thumbnails, the exact same formula, everything. Same titles, still doing 3 a.m. challenges.
I literally don't care, dude. Get a life. Like, literally, you're a millionaire. Find something better to do with your time than attacking other people and posting pictures of male phalluses in your thumbnail. You started it, princess.
Woohoo, get a life. One more time, you know what I'm gonna tell you, Greg. Look in a mirror. Say that shit again. You want to talk about him starting it? You started it by publicizing all your bullshit antics. You started it by dressing yourself up as some holier-than-thou angel all the way up there for us to look at and admire. Guess what? The only way any of us want to look at your face is in a mugshot. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, share it around to your friends. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a good rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. I love you. And before you say it back, look in the mirror and say it to yourself. I'll see you in the next episode of whatever I make. Bye to you. Bye, Greg. This has been the Hotbox. And remember, you started it. Mwah.
Atari said f*** it and gave us a button and a stick.